All right, I want to state here clearly that I don't work for IPC. In fact, I'm not a professional marketer. I trade independently. However, in the community, when we find opportunities to make money, we share it with the team, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm aware some of you are not part of the trading team. Maybe you saw the video on YouTube, or someone else invited you. You're welcome. There have been quite a number of forex trading investment companies that has awashed the country. Some we never thought they would last this long, and they lasted. In my mind, I don't want to mention names. I have like two that came up about 2 years next January, and they've been doing well, pretty well. One does slightly above 30% or they're about 20% sometimes in a month. The other, I think, does just 5 or 6% per month or so, but they've been consistent. Why I didn't join any of those was I wanted to see proof that trades are being taken, and I couldn't get any. And I couldn't get myself to risk funds when I'm not too sure that trades will be taken. Even when I'm sure trades are being taken, it is still a risk, right? If you go to any broker's website, one of the things that is mandatory for them to have, either as a header or a footer, a footnote will be that CFDs are risky and you could lose all of your funds and even more than what you've invested trading in them. So I really wanted to see proofs, and I couldn't. None of them could show proofs that they were actually trading. When you don't find proof of trade going on, it could mean that they aren't trading, or they could be trading something else that they aren't telling you. Maybe they're investing the money elsewhere, or it could just be a pyramid scheme. It's turning out that some of them might actually have been trading, but they just couldn't prove it to anyone. But that's in the past. And then when I stumbled upon this opportunity, I got attracted by the fact that I could have an MT4 in my palm or on my laptop if I'm using my laptop, and I could actually see the trades being taken, and I could see if the trades were really making profits or something like that. So that was the first thing that caught my attention. Here I've been shouting I wanted to see trades. Now I have the trades. But so I was cautioned by some other things. I'm a trader, and I can't boast that I could make 30% on a monthly basis. I can't. And here we have a company saying they could do from between 15%, depending on the type of bot you subscribe to, up to 45%. This is my imagination, because somehow I feel that might not be possible consistently. But having seen the way the bot trades, I'm beginning to feel my knowledge had a gap. Maybe it's just possible, but maybe not on a large scale, or retail traders, individuals might not be able to procure the technology to enable them trade that efficiently. And so that was one red flag I needed to clear. On their website and in the presentation, they also mentioned some documents that they have, a Canadian registration certificate, and the office is in Canada. Unfortunately, I've never been to Canada, and it hasn't occurred to me to ask any of my friends to cross-check. They mentioned they have a financial transactions and report analysis center. They have a FinTrack type of registration here. And if I click on this link, it will practically take me to the MSB portion of FinTrack, where I could see this. But I didn't want to just take it straight up from their website. So I went and Googled MSB registration search, and it brought up this site, obviously a Canadian site, and this is like the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, maybe like our, I don't know what to call it here in Nigeria. So I went to the document they sent. They claim that they have a registration number. So my own job is to confirm if I could verify this, if this could be verified. So I made an attempt to try verifying that, and I'll do that again in your presence. I'm saying this here so you could understand why I decided to risk my fund. You might have a different reason why you're risking yours. But I went there, and this is the registration information and license. So I picked this number and went to the website and inserted the number. Then I searched, and it populated this, showing me that it is in their Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, MSB registration search. And I clicked on the Intelligence Prime Capital, their name. It downloaded a PDF. I opened the PDF, right? And I got exactly what they had on their site. So, knowing that the Canadian authorities and the US are strict on financial regulations, I want to give it a try. I want to risk reasonably. And I'm saying that here, risking reasonably. Again, even if you don't want to risk reasonably, it's never wise to put funds you are not willing to lose in any CFD. CFD is contract for difference, so you have things like Forex and crypto, anything there. Why? Anything can happen. Anything can happen that will affect the trades, and that can negatively affect anything. I don't want to believe that a bot or a human can be so careful as to not lose. Anything can happen. So you never ever put all of your eggs in one basket. You notice I'm not talking as a marketer here. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just explaining what my thought pattern. The next red flag for me was that I had to part with money. I prefer, even when I trade for individuals, I never collect money from anybody. I prefer you put your money in your MT4 and then link your MT4 with mine. If I trade, whatever trade I take, you see it on your MT4. If I'm losing, you lose. If I'm winning, you win. Simple. But here we have to part with cash. Obviously, every other form of investment, especially in this part of the world, we part with cash. So it isn't, just local to these guys. It's a collective, behavior. So that was another red flag for me. But I consoled myself in the fact that even if I'm trading with a licensed broker, I would have to part with my funds. So I'm trading with any known broker, whether regulated or unregulated. I have to pay money either through the bank or some other means. In fact, most of the times now we use cryptocurrencies. to pay to these brokers, and we just transfer the money into the account. Our money is no longer with us, it's with them. If the brokerage collapses, you've lost your money. It's as simple as that. So that was a response to the red flag I saw. So I had some red flags, and then I found a way of convincing myself that those flags weren't really red, but they were green. And then I took the plunge. So the last thing, which is the very first one we will discuss before we go into the back office per se, was that I wanted to see trades being taken. Now, I know MT4 could be manipulated. MT4 is a platform upon which Forex is being traded. Most of you who are not traders would be familiar with the mobile MT4. That's what has been, that's the common one on social media. I decided to take it a step further and have it on my desktop where I could do more things and do more investigations. You'd notice up here I have Intelligence Prime Live. They don't have a desktop MT4. So I had to sign on to MT4 on another broker's MT4, sign on to their server, Intelligence Prime server, on another broker's MT4, so I could be able to view, right? If I press Ctrl T on my system, it takes me to the balance on this particular account, and I can go to account history to see trades that were taken on my behalf, right? If these trades were manipulated, there are ways we might be able to know. So for instance, today is the 18th of November. The very first trade is here. I could practically drag this trade onto the chart, and when I do that, it should tell me where the trade was taken. So here on my screen, you would notice a blue dot and then something that looks like a yellow one. The blue dot tells me when the trade was taken, and it was a buy, and then that was where it got out there. Again, this is a buy here, and they made profit. In real, I could calculate the number of pips from here and actually see that it took a buy. Those of us in Simply Blitz, you will practically not take a buy and get out here. So this system has to be very, very efficient to be able to do that, and the spread of this broker has to be crazily minimal. Well, they took a second trade again, which happens to be a sell. I'm going to drag it to the chart, and there you see the second trade, which is a sell. So they came in at that dot and came out here. Again, price actually sold. That is an indication that they actually took a trade. And they took the third one. I'll pull it up. That happened to be another sell. So up here again, you see they took the sell there, and then they got out here. So these are proofs that these transactions are real. Well, based on my knowledge now, there might be other things happening on the back end that I don't know. But based on my present knowledge, these are proofs that that transactions are actually taking place and that the transactions are profitable. So I've played around for over 3 years. I've been playing with robots and different types of robots for trading. One popular one is the martingale. And when you use the martingale robot, it will be trading on your account non-stop. And then your account is susceptible to news and many other volatility. I love the fact that most times before mid-London, before London goes on break, they are done with trading. And the maximum number of trades I've seen per day is 3. And of course, do they lose? Yes, they lost gold yesterday. They took 3 trades yesterday. This is 17. These 3 days here are 17. I'm going to drag them up and then we'll leave this. So the first one here was a loss. So that's it there. It was a sell, and they got out almost at the same point, and they lost that trade with $2.28. And then they took another one for a buy, right? And then they practically won this one, got in there and got out at the top of that candle. So that was a buy trade, and then they took another sell trade again. Here is that. here, and they got in there and got out somewhere around there. So, well, this system, I don't understand how it works. It looks very efficient if this is actually what it does. So with this, I was able to conclude that, okay, trades are being taken. At least I can see that trades are being taken from the interface I have. And I can see that as a fintech company, they are regulated, or at least registered somewhere where people could lay complaints. And for you to be registered, I suppose that the names of the proprietors would have been, gotten, and that if there's anything untoward happening, people could lay complaint to the regulatory authorities. They say they are not brokers, and they are not they are basically a fintech company, and we'll take their words on face value. Right? If you want to invest here, you invest basically using USDT. And someone today wanted to invest and got in touch with me. And then when I was trying to put the person through, I discovered that the person practically had converted some of his Naira to dollars and was trying to use the dollars to pay in. Unfortunately, on the website of IPC, you don't, you only can deposit in two crypto assets, the USDT and Bitcoin. So I'll be taking you to my back office and show you some other things. So let's go there. All right, so this is my back office. Let's refresh in case I'm logged out. Yep, logged out. So I will stop sharing right now so I can safely impute my login details. Just a minute, please. All right. Okay, so here is my back office. For instance, I have in my trading capital 1,272 cents. Presently, I have in my USDT wallet commissions from people who have joined the business through my referral link, $200. I could actually withdraw this $200 right now, and I think I might just do it in your presence. If you invite people, they have what they call the business profile, where you could grow from one rank to the other. Their ranks are very, very interesting. I'm a regional manager. I'm wondering which region I'm covering, but whatever the case, it's a regional manager. Oh my. So, so far so good. I've had 58 referrals under me, even though more than half I have not funded. But no problem. Maybe they would one day, and maybe they wouldn't. Everyone has to take the risks by themselves. So first thing is that you need to get somebody to refer you, and then you create a profile using that link. You need to upload your KYC, that is know your customer or know your clients. Basically, is a means of identification. And once you've done that, then you need to fund. Until you fund, you can't get a referral link. Here is my referral link and the QR code and the numeric link there with the URL. I won't get this until I'm fully a customer, meaning I would have subscribed to a bot. So some of you try getting this link before subscribing. It's not possible. So once you're done with this, you need to fund your account. You come to transactions and then you go to funding. In funding, you would find two crypto assets, USDT TRC20, which is on the Tron network, and BTC. I would suggest you use TRC20 because of the fluctuations in BTC. Bitcoin today has dropped. Bitcoin today has dropped. At some point, it was even 57 or thereabout. So if you are dealing with Bitcoin, there's a tendency that you convert $1,000, and by the time you want to use it, it's slightly below 1,000. So I'll suggest you use TRC20. TRC, here it is, TRC20 USDT. Is pegged $1 to 1 USDT. The value doesn't really change. It doesn't have crazy swings like Bitcoin does. Bitcoin has changed in value for 3.74% in the last 24 hours, and this has barely moved at all. Right, so you use TRC20, you should be able to click on copy, and if you are used to maybe Binance or some other crypto wallet, you could scan the QR code or just copy this address, and then you use that to fund. So you should have your USDT in a crypto wallet somewhere, and then you can transfer it. Once you transfer, you need to give it like 5 to 10 minutes. It's going to appear in your dashboard or on your dashboard, whichever is the correct phrasal verb, and it will be showing in your USDT wallet. Once that has been done, you need to go to the next step to subscribe to the bot. So you come to subscription. On the subscription, you'll find the 3 available types of subscription. It's either you subscribe to the Brilliant bot, the BB. The subscription is $39.90, and it could give an ROI monthly of about 30%. The minimum you need to invest here is $100. So let's say you actually have $100 to invest. It means in total you need to provide for $139.9. Right, so you click on subscribe, and then you can subscribe. When you're subscribing, and let's say you put in $200. Let's say what you transferred into the IPC platform is $200. You don't type in $200. Unfortunately, I can't click on it because I'm subscribed already to one of the bots. But you don't click in 200. You simply do this. You simply do 200 minus 39.9. So this is what you'll be imputing as your investment amount, even though you have 200 in your account. It's going to debit 39.9 as the subscription fee, and then credit your MT4 wallet account with $160.10. The Genius bot is the one I'm subscribed to, and the one most people are subscribed to. Even by the value of funds invested in it already, you could see that this is the one, the beloved for the masses. Over 1,318 persons subscribed so far. It goes for 99.9, and it could do up to 45%. If I got clearly from the last presentation by the marketing consultant, last month was 43, so it hasn't really done 45% in any month, besides maybe their back test. But a 40% is good enough for me. Then we have the smart pot. This goes for $19.90, and again the minimum deposit here is $100. In the PDF, they have maximum amounts you can invest. So if you're going for $100 here, there's a maximum you can invest here. You can't invest to infinity. But under the Genius bot, you can invest from 100 to even 10 million if you so wish. But the smart bot and the Brilliant bot have caps to the investment. Let's see if we can just find that out, so the information is whole in this one video. Yep, so here we are. The smart bot, your minimum deposit is $100 and the maximum deposit is $300. The Brilliant has a maximum of 1,000, and the Genius bot has got no limit. Right, so once you've subscribed to your bot, congratulations, you wait for the next trading day for the bot to begin to trade for you. For every transaction you do with this company, either by way of KYC or funding, you will get an email telling you about that. However, your OTP, one-time password for withdrawals and whatever, will be coming to your mobile phone. So take caution to be sure that your mobile number, which you'll be using, is accurate. Now, once you're done with this, certainly you want to withdraw your profits. The system is done in such a way that you can withdraw profits within the week. Once the week ends, like it's ending tomorrow, Saturday morning, the system is going to debit all the profits that were made for that week and to credit it into your USDT wallet. And from that wallet here, it will deduct 20% of the profits made as the profit sharing for the company. You will be left with 80% of whatever profit you had made in the week in this wallet. You have two options. You could withdraw your 80% as a way of reducing your risk, or you could transfer the 80% back into your MT4 trading capital account as a means of compounding your profits. Yeah, I'll get to there. I'll get there, Bright. I'll do that. So we shouldn't just be interested in making the money. We have to find a way of taking this money out, right? So you come under your transaction, you will find funding, which we've handled, internal transfer for when you want to transfer from your wallet back to your trading capital, withdrawal for when you want to withdraw. But before you withdraw, you have to state your payment account. You have to state your payment account. So I'll click on payment account right now. So when you click on payment account, it's like you're writing your bank account. Right? So I have a Binance USDT TRC token. It has to be TRC. And this is my address and it's active. I could delete this. I could create another one. So if you click on create, it's going to ask you to put in a nickname. Maybe I could put in another nickname, maybe KuCoin or Mexi. And then I could select the protocol. By default, is USDT TRC20. Then I could put my address there. And once I do that, I confirm, and voila, that will happen. So whenever I want to make withdrawal, it won't ask me to be putting in my wallet address or you know, like a bank account. It will just assume that this is the account, except if you have more than one account, then you have to select which you want. It's going to do that straight. So I want to make a withdrawal right now. I'll click on withdraw. Wow. Right. So automatically it's telling me what I have in my wallet balance is $200.59. How much do I want to withdraw? If I click 259 cents, for every withdrawal made, the company will take $3. That is another form of income for them. So what I will receive is $197.59. I could simply just request for a code here, and that code will be sent to my mobile device. And once I get the code, which is an OTP, I impute the code here and click on submit. And then depending on traffic, time of day or whatever, within 3 hours, the funds would have arrived in my own wallet account, and then I can do whatever I want to do with that. So I think I'm done with transactions. Internal transfer is, let's say I want to increase the funds I have in my MT4. I'll just do internal transfer from my, I'm depositing. If I'm depositing, it means I'm moving money from my wallet balance, right, into my MT4 account. I'm moving money from my wallet balance into my MT4 account. But if I want to withdraw, like over the weekend, you can withdraw your capital if you so wish. So you click on withdrawal. In that case, it means I'll be withdrawing from my MT4 balance into my wallet account. Withdrawals of capital can only be done over the weekend, by the way. Right, so for those who are interested in you know, telling others, you can come to your network. I would want to expose the data here. You click on network, you see all the people underneath you, and you can also click on reports and see some of the reports that you can generate. I don't know about language. I've never clicked on that before. English is good enough for me. Right. So if you want to transact, you have to have a wallet outside of IPC Capital. I technically use Binance. So I'll be taking you to the Binance interface. Here is my Binance account. First, you need to get USDT. So how do you do that? Let's say you have money in your Naira account and you want to deal with USDT. You do this. I'll pause here to give you guys a friendly advice. I appreciate the fact that the business is lucrative and you could make handsome profits when you invite people. But if you take a friendly advice from me, never be in a hurry to invite people. Never get too pressured that you would allow your referrers to transfer money into your account. From my experience, it's not a good thing to do. Teach them what to do. Never take any deposit into your account. If you take a deposit into your account and the person gets angry or frustrated, should anything happen to this company, and takes it up with you legally, there will be proof that you took money, and then you might just be liable. Who knows? I'm using might. I don't know. But don't do that. Let everyone take their risk on their own without any link to you directly, especially financially. So if you're on Binance, come to buy crypto and go to P2P. When you click on P2P trading, it will take you to an interface where you could buy and of course sell your USDT. So let's say you actually did a withdrawal and you need the money back in Naira in your account. How would you do that? You come to the same place and you do just that. So let's wait for it to pop up. The connection seems to be a bit slow. When you come to P2P for the first time, Binance will show you a short video. You might want to watch it, or you could just rely on what I'm telling you right now. Should be good enough. I'm not sure why this is stalling. Let's refresh again and see if that will make it come up faster. Oh boy, it's taking forever to come up. Anyway, when it comes up, you have some buttons here: buy and sell. You click on whichever you want based on the transaction you want to take. If you're buying, you click on buy. If you're selling, you click on sell. So let's say we're buying. We need this to, let me see. Yep, it's connected. I don't know why it's taking forever. It shouldn't be camera shy. Why? So with this method, you don't have to, Binance will be your middle person. They will be like the escrow for you to perform this transaction safely. You'll find merchants who are willing to sell USDT, and they will advertise their prices. So here we are. If you're coming here for the very first time, chances are that the currency here will be in one Chinese whatever, right? You need to change it to Nigerian Naira by typing NGN. So you are able to see merchants from Nigeria who accept Nigeria Naira. So here we have some merchants. You have to search for one who has the amount that you're looking for. So this person, for instance, has only $499, and if I want to go for $1,000, I want to deal with this person, even though his fee is slightly lower, but I might not want to spend so much time dealing with this guy. All right, so you scroll down until you find someone that has something you might want to, an amount that meets your, so let's say we're going for 1,000. Here you have someone who has 1,600 and the likes, right? But let's not block this person. So anytime I click on something, it's going to block that person's. So let's go for somebody that's slightly lower. Let's say 120, right? So you click on buy USDT here because that's what you want to do. Once you click on buy USDT, you have the quantity the person has. So let's say we're going for $100. This guy has told us that his price is 553.99. All I do is 553.99 times 100. That's what I want. I'll be crediting this guy with 55,399. So I want to pay here. I'll write I want to pay. Uh-oh, what happened? Let's click again. Buy. I want to pay 55,399. I'll type 55,399. It will automatically calculate the amount that I'm to pay. But note, some merchants won't want you to buy in bits. They will put a limit. They'll tell you, I have a limit. It's either you're buying from 66,900 or it has to be something above 66,900. So now it's not allowing me to pick this. It's putting red because it's less than 66,900. In fact, somebody has bought that thing, and presently what we have here is $0. So you see, this transaction can't go because the available balance just dropped to 0. Somebody has paid for it, right? So let's go for another one. But basically, you have to look at the limits. So look at this guy. The limit is from 1,000 naira to 16,000. So if I want to buy, I have to check the limits to be sure that it coincides with what I want to pay for, right? So once that is done, let's pick this guy, for instance, buy USDT. He says you can take a limit of 1,000. So let's say we're going for 1,000. Boom, we'll click on buy USDT. Once I click on buy USDT here, once I click on buy USDT, bring me to another interface. You could do this on mobile, and you can also do this on a PC like I'm doing. It will come to an interface where it shows you the person's name and account number. You need to transfer that sum 1,000 into this account number. And please, when you're transferring into this account number, never ever use anything like cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, USDT. Just put your name. In fact, they will give you an information. Attention, they'll give you an information here. No third-party payment, pay to the last kobo. They give you an information there, so you just do exactly that. Once you are done paying the money, once you've paid it, you have to be sure you've paid. Be very sure you've paid. And if need be, you can provide proof that you've paid. Once that is done, you come here and click on transferred or next, whichever, right? Once you do that, it will notify the person that you just paid, and the person will confirm the payment and release the cryptocurrency to you. Right? Ensure you have paid before you click on transfer. I'm going to cancel this order right now. I don't want to trade anymore. Please note that if you cancel an order 3 times in a day, they'll prevent you from trading for the remainder of the day. So I'm just doing this by way of showing you guys an illustration. Right? So if you want to sell, you do the same thing. You go to P2P. This is a little bit tricky, but again, I'll show you guys, because after making the money, you want to withdraw your money. It's not all about making the money. After making it, you should withdraw your money. Right? The transaction is not complete until you withdraw your money. So this time I'm going to click on sell and not buy. I'm going to click on sell. When I click on sell, I will have to place an advert. Here are the adverts from other people like you and I willing to sell. Note that you have, this guy has some $4,000 up for sale, and his price is $554. If you have 1,000, 2,000, 200, whatever the amount is for sale, and you want to sell it out faster, I'll suggest you don't use 554.5. You could use 550. You could use 551, something like that. So you could sell your asset much more faster, right? Because you are not a merchant like these guys. You just want to take your money and get out. If you want to do that, you need to come here to more and click on post new ad. You click on post new ad, you are posting a new advert, and it will take you step by step to the things you need to do. I wouldn't want to take so much time explaining this here. You want to sell. So you click on I want to sell. You click on the asset you want to sell, USDT, and you're collecting cash. What is the price? You put your own price. Let's say my price is $550. Right? You type in your price there. My price here is $550. For example, if that's what I want to do. So I'll type my price. It's good for your price to be fixed. Once you do that, you click on next. It will ask you to put the range. You click on next, it will ask you to put your account number, and blah blah blah. And that's how you do. So it will be up there in the market. Once you do this, you have to be ready to be checking your Binance, periodically. In fact, you should have the app on your phone, because once somebody pays, it will send an alert to you that somebody just paid. You should also get an alert, SMS alert from your bank. Then you come here and just click on the fact that you've seen the alert, and the asset will be released to the customer. Remember, I forgot to mention something. If you are using P2P, you have to move the assets from your wallet into the P2P wallet. But again, if you come here, as you click on next and next and next, it will guide you on how to do that. I'll find another day where we could explain that. I don't want this video to be too long, or we'll just look at that. But again, remember, I'm explaining this because it's not all about making the money. You should be able to get back your money, and maybe you get it back in Naira. In the Simply Pips, I advise most people to have some of their funds in USDT to fight against inflation. But even if you have it in USDT, at some point you need to withdraw it into Naira to do your transactions, because the market woman will not collect USDT. All right, so that brings us practically to the end of this presentation. Except you have questions. Remember, I don't work for this company, so I can't answer anything technical. I have just told you from the very beginning why I decided to go in, the small online investigations I did, and what I'm doing as at present. Let's see if there are questions, and then we'll call it a wrap. Please go through the withdrawal process again. You have the video, so you can always watch that. It's a pretty straightforward process. Right, so I can't find any question. I think at this junction I could stop recording so it doesn't get too long. It doesn't get too long.